I'm standing in my study in Bishop's House in Coventry in front of some bookshelves that have a number of books that I've been building up over the years that I've been in Coventry about Germany, Germany's history, and especially Germany's relationship with the UK. They focus on histories of Germany, novels about Germany in the pre-war period, during the wartime experience, and then post-war. Here's a very fine study of the bombing of Dresden, 1945, towards the end of the war, February the 13th. And here's one of Dresden. It's a very fine book, very thick book, about the post-war experience in the communist period, called the Tower. Here's one actually I haven't got around to reading yet. Also tells of the wartime history of Dresden and the most awful bombing of the city that took place, as I said, on February the 13th. Andy March has added to these books about Germany, but he's added a book that is really very special, indeed unique. It tells the story of two people who got to know each other and overcame all the divisions that terrible period of European world history brought to humanity. There's another book here called Darkness Over Germany. It was written during the 1930s by a British academic who was just wanting to work out what was happening in Germany in the 1930s. And in many ways, Fred Clayton and his grandfather was like the author of this book. He was in Germany before the war and got to know it well. He goes on to tell the story of how Fred fell in love with Rika and his grandmother, and it traces that story, traces the story of these two countries who have been brought together again in a restored relationship, and tells a story of reconciliation. Its published title is Loving the Enemy, and that's a good title for the book, because that's really what the relationship between Coventry and Dresden over these now decades expresses a capacity initially of Christian people to reach out to those who had become the enemy and find a way of becoming friends, and saying together the prayer of Jesus that was taken to the heart of Coventry: Vater, forgive in German, Father, forgive. I've heard Andy pray that prayer in the Frauenkirche in Dresden, and also speak to hundreds of people in that church that was destroyed by British bombs and then rebuilt, not until the 21st century, after the end of the Cold War. And his book tells of this relationship between the two countries, how it's been restored through reconciliation. It encourages us to keep on walking that long road of reconciliation, not only between these two great countries of Britain and Germany, but using that as a confidence builder, that reconciliation between parties, two people, two communities, two nations who have fought each other, that reconciliation is possible, that it is truly possible to love the enemy and be reconciled and build together a better future. And it's a great joy for me that which Coventry embodies, especially in its relationship with Dresden, but many other German cities, is embodied in Andy's own history, his own family life. So I hope the launch goes well. I'm sorry I'm not able to be there today. I hope the book is well read and brings you joy as you read it. Well done, Andy. Thank you.